Canto 2, Chapter 10, text number 130. Nanatvam anvichan yogat talpat samuthitaha Dhiryam hiranmayam devo mayaya vyasrujat tridaha eko nanatvam anvichan yogat talpat samusthitaha Dhiryam hiranmayam devo mayaya vyasrujat tridha eko nanatvam anvichan yogatalpat samuthitaha Dhiryam hiranmayam devo mayaya vyasrujat tridha ekaha he one alone nanatvam varieties anvichan so desiring yogatalpat from the bed-seated of mystic slumber samuthitaha thus generated viryam the seminal hiranmayam golden hue devaha the demigod mayaya by the external energy vyasrajat perfectly created tridha in three features. Translation: the Lord, while lying on his bed of a mystic slumber, generated the seminal symbol, golden in hue, through external energy out of his desire to manifest varieties of living entity from himself alone. In the Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 7th and 8th verse, the creation and annihilation of the material world are stated as follows. Sarvabhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpado visrajamyaham prakritim swamavashtabhya visrajami punah punaha bhutagramam imam kritsnam avasham prakritervashat. At the end of each millennium, the creative forces, namely the material nature and the living entities who struggle in the material nature, all merge together into the transcendental body of the Lord. And again, when the Lord desired to manifest them, all of them are again displayed by the Lord. Therefore, the material nature is working under the control of the Lord. Under the agencies of material nature and under the control of the Lord are thus repeatedly created and annihilated by the will of the Lord. As such, before the creation or manifestation of material cosmic world, the Lord exists as total energy, Maha Samashti. And thus, desiring himself to be diffused to many, he expanded himself further into multi-total energy, samashti. From the multi-total energy, he further expanded himself into individual in three dimensions, namely Adhyatmika, Adidaivaka, Adibhautika, as explained before, which is known as Vyashti. As such, the whole creation and creative energies are not different and different simultaneously, because everything is an emanation from him, the Mahavishnu or Mahasamashti. Nothing of the cosmic energies is different from him, but all such expanded energies have a specific functions and display as designed by the Lord. And therefore, they are simultaneously different from the Lord. The living entities are also similar energies, marginal potencies of the Lord. And thus, they are simultaneously one with and different from him. At the stage of non-manifestation, remain potent in the Lord, and when they are let loose in cosmic manifestation, they are exhibited differently in terms of different desires under the modes of nature. Such a differential manifestation of the living energies are a conditional stage of the living entities. The liberated living entities, however, in the Sanatana manifestation, are unconditionally surrendered souls, and therefore they are not subject to conditions of creation and annihilation. So this creation takes place by the glance of the Lord from his bed seated of mystic slumber. And thus, all the universes and the Lord of the universe, Brahma, are again and again manifested and annihilated. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamunyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guruna Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunat Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. The Lord, while lying on his bed of a mystic slumber, generated the seminal symbol, golden in hue, through external energy out of his desire, varieties of living entities from himself alone. So here in this verse, the first stage of a material creation has explained how from Mahavishnu energies they come out. It said that eko nanatvam anvichan. Yogatalpat Sabottitaha Viryam Hiranmayo Devo Mayaya Vyasruja Tridha. So this Mahavishnu, he creates the external energy into three features. Everything that emanates from the Lord, whether it is a living entity who has a consciousness, whether that did matter, everything that gets manifested from the Lord's body. And Prabhupada in this whole purport, he is explaining about how that happens. He says, as Lord has explained in the Bhagavad Gita, that at the end of a millennium, everything that enters into the Lord's body. And when there is this new creation supposed to happen, so that time when Lord just exalts, again the whole creation takes place. And the first stage of a creation is that Lord creates from his own body a golden hue of a seminal. And that again gets divided into three different features of the external energy. That is Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, and Adibhautika. And in the previous verse we have discussed about that. Before the creation, Lord he exists in the form of his total energy, which is known as a Mahasamashti, or in other language it is said as a Mahatma. So when he wants to diffuse himself in many different parts, like Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, then the way this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, they perform their activities, it seems that after Mahasamashti, there is a Samashti. Again, there is amalgamation of energy that is controlled by Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Then remains Jiva. Material energy is already there, which has come out of the Lord's body. Now, Lord has created its own energies. Then he gives body to all the living entities as per their karma. And whatever karma that we have done, according to that, we started getting the result of our life or of our existence in this material world. In the next verse, it said, Adidaivam Adhyatmam Adibhutam Iti Prabhu Athaikam Purusham Viryam Tridha Bhidyat Tat Shranu. Just hear from me how the potency of his lordship divided one into three and called the controlling energy, called the controlling entities, the controlled entities and the material bodies, in the manner mentioned above. Antasharira akashat purushasya visheshtaha ojasaho balam jane tatha prano mahanaso. From the sky situated within the transcendental body of the manifesting Mahavishnu, sense energy, mental force and bodily strength are all generated as well as the sum total of the fountainhead of the total force. Now mainly the creation part has explained here in these verses. It said that now Dhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika and Adidaivika. Lord has featured his external energy into three parts. Then further it is said that from the sky situated in the transcendental body of the manifesting Mahavishnu, energy, mental force and bodily strength are all generated. So this is what comes from the Akash, Avakash, that's what we call. Then further it is said that Anupranandiyam pranaha pranatmanas sarvajantushu apanantam apananti naradevam ivanugaha. As the follower of a king, follow the Lord. Similarly, when the total energy is in motion, all other energy and living entities move, and when the total energy stops endeavoring, all other living entities stop sensual activities. Again, when we just run behind the external energy of the Lord, then you will not reach nowhere. But as explained here, if you follow the motion that you naturally get in this world when you come to seek a sense gratification, then definitely you will get again trapped in this material nature. But when you try to follow the path given by the Lord and his instructions, then definitely you are going to save yourself. The individual living entities are completely dependent on the total energy of the Supreme Purusha. No one has independent existence, just as no electric lamp has an independent effulgence. Each and every electrical instrument depends fully on the total powerhouse. The total powerhouse depends on the reservoir of the water for generating electricity. Water depends on the clouds depends on the sun depends on the creation. And the creation depends on the movement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of all causes. So here again, Prabhupada has cleared that you may have any electric or electronic device, but as long as or unless it gets connected with that source of electricity, whether AC or DC, it will not work. So same way, this material nature, it may exist for a long time. But if someone is not there to use it, then what the use of having that? And if someone knows that Lord is the cause of all causes, then it becomes very easy to get rid of this material world. So one need a proper association of our devotees with a proper understanding of a philosophy, then it becomes very easy to perform our devotional service. Srila Prabhupada ki